If you are watching this on a mobile phone, a tablet, or a desktop, you need to know about Mike Zulu Xray. This was the call sign of the ground station, belonging to the Marconi Company, and on the 15th of January, 1920, the first true speech broadcast was made from Chelmsford in Essex. Looking back then, it is probably the first example of viral media, as it got 214 likes from radio hams and ships operators. This was the precursor of the BBC, and the very origins of broadcasting in general. It's not to say that if Marconi had not persevered, somebody else would have stepped up, but he was the man, and the city where he worked is certainly not going to forget him. The history of the Marconi Company, the man himself, and their contribution is readily available on Wiki, and of course, all around Chelmsford. Our interest on this trip was to gain an insight to the city, which we had been through on the Great Eastern Main Line countless times, crossing the viaduct of 10 million bricks, and to have a look at the bottom end of our East Anglia documentary group footprint. So what about the city itself? There is a lot of concrete, and, given the war industries, it was a natural target in World War II. Unlike Norwich, which only had one, ineffectual, V2 hit, Chelmsford had around 9 depending on how far out you draw the line, but the Hoffmann factory suffered badly. The Luftwaffe did miss the viaduct, however, which in the realms of strategy must be embarrassing, as the river is a natural obstacle in north-south movement. The town does have some decent pubs, especially the Railway Tavern, which features in the camera listings, and is very well positioned for the station. In conclusion, glad that we visited and put in the 20,000 steps walking around the streets of probably a city which is not on the tourist trails. Industrial history it certainly has in spades, and you are not going to starve here or suffer from dehydration if you take the plunge and add it to your travel plans. Would we return? It does have a pie and mash shop, so that is probably a yes.